Hello, welcome everyone to another episode of Wall Over the Top podcast. I'm here with my amigos, Kyle and Jaden, as always, and today we have a special episode for you. FIFA draw just happened, and we're gonna talk about it. So buckle up, because we're gonna see which team has the potential to make it to the end, and we're gonna talk about it. So who wants to start?
I'm sorry, but you missed the perfect time
What?
to rhyme.
You do it.
No, you missed the perfect time to rhyme. Buckle up for the FIFA World Cup. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about the
Kyle's like, what's
groups.
happening?
We're gonna be talking about who we think is gonna make the final, and potentially, I think we should talk about this as well. Which group do we think is the group of death? So, fellas, what do we want to do? Do we want to start rattling off the groups first and go that way, or what do we want to do?
Here's the thing. I have a question. I'm looking at the groups and I don't see a group of that.
Well, you see, the thing is that sparks interesting conversation. But I think we should go with the groups first before we discuss anything further.
Okay.
So, Group A, we have Mexico, South Africa, and the Korea Republic, and also the winner of Playoff D for UEFA, which would either be the Czech Republic, otherwise known as Czechia, Denmark, Ireland, or North Macedonia. Then moving on to Group B, you have Canada, woo, the winner of Playoff A, which would either be Italy, Wales, Bosnia, or Northern Ireland. And then we also have Qatar and Switzerland in our group. For Group C, we have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. For Group D, we have USA, Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of Playoff C, which would either be Kosovo, Romania, Slovakia, or Turkey, or otherwise known as Turkey A. Group E, we have Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador, Cote d'Ivoire, otherwise known as Ivory Coast. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, winner of Playoff B, which will either be Albania, Poland, Sweden, or Ukraine. Also have Tunisia. For Group G, we have Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Group H, Spain, Cape Verde, or also as known as Capo Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. And Group I, we have France, Senegal, winner of Playoff 2, which is now the Interconfederation, which would be either Bolivia, Suriname, or Iraq. So, yes, whoever's going in there is dying. Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
Everyone just wants to kill everyone today.
Group K, we have Portugal. Then we have the winner of Playoff 1, which would either be New Caledonia, Jamaica, or DR Congo. We have Uzbekistan and Colombia, and also in that group. And finally, Group L, we have England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Yep, and those are all your groups or potential groups.
I just want to kind of share a disclaimer. Jaden's not his normal self today. I think this is a clone that just kind of was sent in today of Jaden, because this is not usually how Jaden is, and you can tell by all the previous podcast episodes. But I digress, as Jaden would say, and. Yeah, we continue through. So let's start with Group A. So Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic, with potential either of Czechia, Denmark, Ireland, or North Macedonia. Okay. I'm going to go with a very controversial pick.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Korea Republic topping the group. Korea Republic, and even what was it? Not China, Japan. Played phenomenal in the qualifiers. Mexico, still great side. I believe that they probably are going to be having a difficult time with Korea and their speed, because they move the ball very well. South Africa made it. with great determination. I remember the coach saying, if I don't make the World Cup in the next 2 years, I will resign myself. And he stuck to his word, and he followed through. So
That's a really good achievement for them to
Exactly.
qualify in the FIFA World
So,
Cup. So
The last time was South Africa, I believe it was when they were hosting it. I think that's the last time that they
2014.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna come second. I think it's just gonna be a Korea Republic, Mexico, and then South Africa. Depending on who makes it, could also change that as well. Again, it's the World Cup. Anything can happen. You've seen teams that out of nowhere upset and make it through and get bounced out of the round of 16 or quarterfinals. But in terms of who would make it into the group, like Czechia, Denmark, like Ireland, North Macedonia.
I feel like
Also,
it's the thing about it is like Denmark, Czechia, and Ireland. Like all three are like good teams and
Definitely.
like on they're like
in that
same
group, I
level
don't think
teams. I would
we'll-
say.
Oh, also one more thing before you continue, because I want to know if I was tripping. South Africa was 2010. Brazil was
Sorry, 2010.
2014.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
No worries, you're good.
So that was
yeah.
see, I told you, it's a different Jaden today. It's correcting people.
Can't even say anything.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
if I were to choose, like, again, it depends on obviously how the game goes between in the playoffs.
Who do you think is
I
going to
think
make it
any
out
one
the
of those.
playoffs?
I think any one of those teams that make it through to that group
Yeah.
either come third or fourth. Personally,
Yeah.
they're great sides. Like Czechia is good, Denmark's phenomenal. So is Ireland. Ireland has their spur of the moments of playing well, but I just don't like. I'm not saying this group is like stacked, but I just think that the determination of this group will, and like the way that the style of play comes from each. South Africa and whoever makes the playoff for that group will battle for third and fourth.
Yeah, that's fair enough. How about this hot take potentially? Mexico. What are we thinking about? What are we thinking?
Continue.
What are you
We'll
think-
talk later.
What are
We'll talk later.
What are we thinking if that winner of that playoff becomes second? Because Denmark has a strong side. I know Czechia has been doing their thing. What do we think about that? If potentially the winner of that playoff group comes second,
Even if it's
Think that's-
Denmark,
do you
I don't think.
Do you think that's a possibility?
No. Mexico's
Denmark-
just always been strong of a side.
But what if Mexico tops it? And
I
then
don't
your
think
career
Mexico
comes
will.
third?
I think Mexico's slowing down a little bit. Mexico has the talent and has always just been that side that always does well in tournaments and has gone far. But I just don't. They don't have that X factor. They have great players again, but they don't have that like one player that's going to carry them.
Yeah, especially in recent years, like they
Yeah,
had
like,
a lot of ups and
Jimenez
downs.
is a great striker,
Yeah.
but he's getting old, man. And like the rest of the team they're just getting old, like Guardado and all those guys.
Well, you still have Santi, who's the other Jimenez. But I know
Again,
Raul's
you know what I'm
getting,
saying?
Yeah, I
though?
know Raul.
Most of them are getting
Did
old now.
they make it far in the Gold Cup this year? I don't think
yeah,
so.
but CONCACAF is so weak, man.
Yeah.
Unless they're playing like Argentina, Uruguay, and all those other teams. Like usually, I'm sorry to say, but like with Canada, and Canada's a great side, and we're going to talk about them next in the next group because they're coming up. But you know what I'm saying? Like the CONCACAF in terms of everything, in terms of like AFCON, UEFA, and all those, CONCACAF is very weak.
Yeah.
Because it's always U.S., Mexico, Canada, and if like Brazil and them
Brazil,
are actually
yeah.
added into the most of the, like those tournaments, it's usually like you got Panama, Haiti, and all those like
Yeah.
Paraguay. Like again, smaller countries that still play well, but it's not as exciting as like if you watch UEFA or if you watch AFCON or if you watch. Whatever Asia, like any of those
Asia,
ones,
yeah.
it's different.
Yeah,
It's just a
AFCON.
different style of like a different caliber of football.
Definitely.
So again, CONCACAF is not terrible, but it's a weaker side,
Yeah.
and I feel like with time will develop.
Yeah.
Not even just for Canada or the U.S. or anything, but I just in general, like I feel like the CONCACAF
Like if
side,
you put them in the tier, I would say like let's
UEFA's
say
always gonna top.
yeah, UEFA is gonna
UEFA
top.
for
Like
sure.
I would say
they
maybe-
might come in like third tier, maybe
Yeah, third
around
or
there,
fourth
like
tier,
third
yeah.
to fourth tier. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
So so I'm going with. So before we move on quickly, I'm gonna go with. My pick is gonna be Korea tops the group. I'm gonna say Mexico will come second,
Okay.
but will still go far. I think they will do decent. I think they'll make it maybe quarterfinals with how good. Because again, they're a gritty team too. Like
They are a round
they'll
of 16
take you
team for
out. They'll
sure.
do what it takes to win
Yeah.
games. Unfortunately, South Africa is gonna make it as far as third. Maybe make like one of those like wild card playoffs.
Yeah, I was about to say third is still valuable. 'Cause
That's
you
what I'm
can
saying.
still
Like
make
I
it.
think that
I
South
think
Africa,
either from the playoff, I think either Czechia or Denmark's gonna qualify, and then I think I think Korea is gonna top the group as well. Depending on how Mexico plays, there might be a chance of second or third position. There might be a competition a little bit there if the Denmark or Czechia plays good in the group stage. But I feel like Korea and Mexico are looking to top the groups so far.
I know for sure. I don't know. Maybe I just feel like I want to be a little different today. I'm gonna go with Mexico topping the
today.
You are
Yeah.
You've been different.
Yeah, you've been
You've been
different.
group. Mexico topping the
Find
group.
out next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Mexico topping the group. Like Korea is a strong side. I think it will be between whoever wins the playoff and Korea battling out for that second spot.
Do we know
to
if
be
Sun's playing?
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm
And
saying
then-
Korea is going first is because I watched a lot of the qualifiers between like Korea Republic and what do you call it, even Japan playing. They fucking
They
balled,
go at
brother.
each
Like
other,
it's not like one of those like they played a bunch of little crappy teams and they were just getting by. Like they were
It's also a good rivalry
balling.
too in the Asia,
like
Korea
full
versus
balling. Like
South Korea versus Japan.
I know it's not it, but like they were like blue locking like Japan, brother. Like they were playing good
Japan
football.
in recent years have been amazing.
You know what? I'll trust your take. I'll put them second and
Okay.
put the UEFA.
No, it's your take. You pick whatever you want. I'm just saying, like, don't count out Korea
No,
Republic.
no. Shout out to my Korea.
You do you,
family.
but put Korea first.
Yeah, you do you, but if you don't put Korea first, your point is invalid. Your take is
Okay.
invalid.
I'll put this out here as like an interchangeable between Korea and whoever wins the playoff, and then I'll definitely put South Africa last. But respect to South Africa because I can't wait to see them African celebration. Shout out to Shabalala.
I don't think he's playing.
I know he's not, but I'm saying he's. Anyways, we're moving on
Group
to
B.
Group B. Shout out.
Canada,
I'm in
Qatar,
Canada, come on.
Switzerland, and either between Bosnia, Italy, Northern Ireland, or Wales.
And before
Italy?
you say anything,
What?
what are you doing, Italy? What are you doing,
I was about
Italy?
to say, I was direct message.
No. This is where I am gonna come in and just like step out of the way. I've had this conversation with my friends who, what do you call it? Part of my family is Italian. A lot of my friends are Italian, and I hear it every year. Oh, we got 4 World Cups. Portugal has 0. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck. We got this person. We got that person. Listen, the last 2 World Cups, you have not made. Yes, we still have 0 Portugal, but I don't like what's happening with Italy. And I think Italy needs to start like reevaluating the way that they develop their players. And I'll tell you why. For generations, Italy has been that country that develops the best defenders in the world. Nesta, Zambrotta, Maldini, Cannavaro, the list goes on. I don't know what's been happening in the last 2 World Cups, like qualifiers, that they haven't been able to. But the thing that Italy has been so lack of is not only just defending, but like a striking force. Like, yes, they've had Baggio, they've had Di Natale, they've had Vieri. I'm trying to think of all of these Italians, like Balotelli. Like, yes, I'm gonna say Balotelli because he was an actual monster. And if you don't remember, go watch the game against Germany.
Yeah.
Go watch
Why
that game.
always me?
Like,
But see, that's the thing. Like all the names they're all ancient. Like
that's what I'm saying. They
like
don't-
last
now you
5
have
years.
Retegui.
Yeah, I haven't seen a
Moise
good
Kean.
player developed by
Keane's
Italy
good.
at
Keane's
all.
a baller. Don't
Keane-
get Keane is a baller.
But he has his days.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
the
Like he's
inconsistency
hit and miss.
is a
they
problem.
don't.
Yeah.
The thing with Italy is they don't have that. Like, they're not scary up front. So when teams play against them, well, even now because their defense, I'm sorry to say, they fucking suck.
Well,
Like,
other than
Bastoni,
Bastoni,
Bastoni is like Bastoni is phenomenal. But if you're gonna come to me and say DiMarco, Zappacosta, and all those other guys, like, I don't want to hear from you. I'm sorry. The midfield is phenomenal. Barella. Oh my God, I'm blanking right
Who are
now.
you thinking of?
I'm checking the lineup there.
Locatelli is in the mid-
Locatelli's phenomenal. Barella is really good. Like, there's a lot of good Italian midfielders.
Frattesi is also in the midfield.
Frattesi's-
I'm just
yo,
thinking of midfield.
I love that kid.
Their midfield is always kind of good.
They always
like,
have a good midfield.
They always have a
you know,
good
but
midfield.
the thing is that when teams play, they don't. That's the problem with Italy is they can't score. They don't score. Even when they won their World Cups, like, you're not seeing Italy beating Germany or beating these other teams like 6-7 nothing. They're winning 2-1 or 2-0
1-0
because
or
they're
something like
winning
that.
with good goals, but they're not. They're not trying to fire as much as all these other teams are. Like, you watch Germany play Brazil that one year when they won 7-1. Like, yes, both teams are both high scoring teams.
Yeah.
But to see a result like that was like
Is
something you'll
insane.
never see in your life ever again.
For sure.
But when you play against Italy, it's like, okay, it's kind of like a chess match. Like, who's going to strike first? Who's going to take the first point? And that's Italy's problem. Italy has not developed any sort of strike force. Like, they have Camarda, but he's still young. And I still think that they should be giving him a chance because I'm telling you, he will be the future of Italy.
You know
Yeah.
who they should be giving a proper chance?
Who?
Chiesa.
Oh yeah.
Why are they not playing Chiesa?
Wait, hold on. Let me address
Torres,
this.
He had his leg injury, and I think they're scared to put him. But I think him and I forget who the coach is. I think what is it, Spalletti? I think him and Spalletti have a bit of beef.
They have
No,
such a
but-
good forward option
No,
and they're
but-
not playing it.
Okay, wait. Let me address this. I don't know why. Chiesa has to be one of the most confusing things because Slot doesn't rate him. His national team doesn't rate him, and he's a good player. Yes, we understand the injuries, but for a player of his caliber, I feel like he should.
I don't
definitely
think he.
be-
But you
be
gotta
getting-
understand when they
No,
won that Euro.
I-
And he was.
No, I
balling.
watched.
Yeah.
I watched the Euros. Yeah, I
That's
watched
what I'm
the
saying.
Euros,
When
yeah.
but ever since then, he's never been the same.
Yeah, it's not that he's never, but he's still
Still producing.
Yeah, he's still a good
Yeah.
level. I'm saying,
Of course.
I'm saying just in general. I'm not saying that he has to start every. I'm saying he deserves both minutes, both on a national team level
Of course,
and a club
I
level.
agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree, especially with how much Italy's hurting right now. I think they should take everything that they get. Don't talk about Arne Slot like that because that's a whole different like garbage smell over there. Because I don't know, I'm loving.
I don't know what's happening there.
We're getting off track, but
Yeah.
just as before we get back to it, I'm just loving everything that's happening with Liverpool right now because they stole Isak from Newcastle, and I'm glad that everything is happening right now. Besides that, so unless Italy figure it out. As much as everyone would love to see Italy in this group, because then
Yeah.
that means Italy would come to play here in Toronto,
Yes.
which would absolutely set this
Numbers.
place ablaze.
Yeah.
because
Yes, so much
so much
Italian
Italians,
demographic.
like-
Yes,
I don't
so much.
see. I from again them choking how many times during qualifiers. I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, Northern Ireland or Wales makes it. I don't know about Bosnia.
Kyle, I
Northern
need,
Ireland or
Kyle,
Wales come
Kyle,
through.
I need you to believe for the sanity of Italians and all the Italian friends I know. I need you to
But
believe.
how
they
can I
can-
It's not
believe?
about we-
how,
I know.
how can I
No,
believe for them when
I-
they're telling me they don't believe?
I know that North Macedonia shocker is still in a lot of hearts of Italians. Sorry,
I remember
guys,
watching that game.
but
That was hilarious.
we need the Italians in the World Cup. It would not be the same without
I
them.
agree, but
Trust- It would
that's not up for me to decide. That's
I'm
up for
not
Italy.
saying-
I'm just saying that's up for Italy to decide. So I'm gonna go based off of their form right now, and they don't look like they're in good form. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Italian fans. If we want to be optimistic, I will say it would be Canada, Italy, Qatar, Switzerland. But I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be Canada, Qatar, Switzerland, and either Northern Ireland or Wales. I think it's gonna be one of the two. What do you think?
I think Italy should make it. I want them to make
They
it
should.
because it's
That's the
gonna
thing.
be
They should.
Then it's gonna be a really good group too, because Switzerland.
But
and
have you
having
watched these last
Switzerland,
couple
Canada,
qualifying
well,
games? Oh my goodness!
I
Even the games
know.
that they won. Oh my goodness! Like they almost lost to Israel. That one game was really
Let's
bad.
let's just say we won, or at least I want them to make it. So I'm gonna say, let's do Canada, Italy, Qatar, and Switzerland, and well, I'd see that's the problem. If Italy makes it, that's gonna make the group complicated. Otherwise, I was gonna say Canada and Switzerland are going through.
we should.
Yeah.
We should wrap this up to move on to the next group because we've been on.
Finally,
Yeah.
finally, we reached the Canada. We talked about Italy for the whole
I
time.
know that's my okay.
Okay, let's talk about Canada for a little
Personally,
bit.
I think with the way that we've been playing Canada, we should top the group.
We should
Switzerland
make
is
it
a very
out.
strong side. Qatar has proven themselves not only just with being hosts last year and obviously making it through because they're hosts, but the fact that you made it now the next year shows that they're rolling.
improving,
They're
for
improving.
For sure.
So
So
I'm gonna
final
go Canada
predictions.
first because
Okay.
we gotta rep our country, we gotta support. I'm gonna go Switzerland second. I'm gonna go whoever makes it in the playoff as third, and I'm gonna put Qatar fourth. I'm gonna put Qatar as they're gonna probably, I would say, draw most of their games, and then the remaining will be losses. They won't win a game.
Okay.
That's personal. That's
Alright.
just personal
All
opinion.
right. For me,
I think that's good.
For
yeah.
me, it depends on, again, depends on Italy. I was going to say, actually, you know what? I'm back in my country. Forget that. Canada first, Italy second, Switzerland third, Qatar
Even if
fourth.
Italy made it, Italy wouldn't go first in the group. That's
Yeah,
that's my
I don't
take. I'm
think
sorry.
Italy would top the group.
I
I
know
don't think
you're
so.
probably thinking, even though they're doing terribly, Italy playing Canada would probably be like they would be just like whatever, a one-sided contest. No, I still think Canada tops the group. I'm not saying you saying that, but I'm saying a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Italy playing Canada? That's so easy. It's Italy." With the way that Italy's been playing,
Yeah,
Canada
no.
can actually do something.
You know
I
what?
feel like they
Now,
would struggle against Qatar too.
Group C.
Absolutely.
Oh, no. Then say what yours is, and then we can move on.
Oh yeah, no, I already said it. Canada and Switzerland
My guy.
going first and second.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
Canada, Switzerland.
either one is
Okay,
fine.
alright.
I they're both like, I feel like I consider them
We're
equal
searching
teams.
for our first win.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
I'm considering Canada and Switzerland right now an equal team. So
Yeah.
first and second, both of them, either of them can top the group.
Yeah.
And then I would say like whoever qualifies third.
Yeah.
I mean, if Italy doesn't qualify, I would say Qatar definitely
Yeah.
third,
Okay.
and then fourth whoever qualifies. So
Okay, now
Group
we can
C,
see
Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Switzerland.
Easy, Brazil
It's
and
already,
Morocco. Come on.
It's already set up the way that
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at it. I would say
yeah.
Scotland maybe goes
Yeah,
third.
Scotland third.
But then
Maybe.
again, Haiti making it in, especially with all the hardship that they're dealing with and everything, you know what? It could be a battle for
Kudos
third.
to them. Yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
a battle for third. So you know what? The fact that they made it,
Yeah.
I'll give them the fighting chance of saying it's a battle for third.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
If we want to be controversial on this podcast and spice things up, I think it's a battle for first too.
No, I think the way Brazil and Morocco, especially Morocco, how the Morocco is
Have you been
playing.
watching the way Brazil has been playing the last couple of years though?
I know.
They look very shaky.
I know,
They
but it's
look like
still
they don't
Brazil.
have
That's
any- I know.
Brazil. They're not as low as Italy right now. Like
They're
Brazil is
not.
still a team which can like easily, like if they have a continuous run, they can still make it to top 8.
You
want
to know how I would describe Brazil? A dysfunctional powerhouse.
Oh,
A team with such
that's
with such
such
star
good
power.
I know, but
But they're
that's the
very
thing. Like if
dysfunctional.
they get like a good run, they can easily easily go on a run and make it to qualify to top 8 for sure.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the thing. So you
did
can
not
never
see
take them
how
out.
they played the last World Cup?
No,
They
that's
made
why
it
I
to
said.
semifinals.
That's
It
why
was
I'm
beautiful.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
Morocco, you
yeah.
can't beat.
No,
So
I thought you
Morocco
were
is
talking about
definitely
Brazil.
Morocco is definitely finishing first in that group.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you're
for
saying-
me,
oh,
for
oh,
me,
okay.
for me. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
I
I'm
respect
I'm
it. I
picking
was
Brazil
saying that they're
second.
gonna fight for
Yeah.
first.
No. Morocco first, Brazil second.
You guys are so funny. You were battling him like he was hating on Morocco. He's actually
No, I
backing
wasn't thinking he
Morocco.
was hating Morocco. I thought
No,
he
I'm
was,
backing
I thought he
Morocco.
was- I thought he was disagreeing with my point on Brazil.
No.
Sorry, I thought you were disagreeing on my point with
No,
Brazil. 'cause
I'm-
No,
like,
I
Brazil
was.
is-
I was disagreeing with you on Brazil, but I'm not saying But I'm not saying Brazil is gonna top the group. I'm saying Morocco is gonna top the group and
okay,
Brazil.
fair.
But I don't think
It's as bad
any of
as
the other
yeah.
Haiti or
Yeah,
Scotland is
yeah.
gonna.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it nice and simple. Brazil first, Morocco second, Scotland third, Haiti fourth, and also Morocco definitely not only this World Cup but next World Cup, because I think it was the U17 World Cup. They were in like the latter stages, so it just shows their whole development system over there is going crazy and they're on the
They have
rise.
such
in
good
this
players
space.
too, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
developmental wise, like even their young players are doing so good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said with the U17 World Cup, I believe it was. Yeah.
All right, Group D, U.S. Boo, Paraguay, Australia, and then either Kosovo, Romania, Slovakia, or Turkey.
yeah.
I'm gonna go honestly and say Turkey's probably gonna make it in that playoff because
I-
Turkey's just
they
always
should, yeah.
Turkey's just always been that type of side.
Yeah.
Slovakia is not bad either. Kosovo's been playing some good football, so has Romania, but I don't think.
I think Turkey's gonna make it.
Yeah, I
though.
think Turkey as well, and I want to see them make it, especially with the two bright spots being Arda Güler and Kenan Yıldız.
Okay,
Something's wrong with my
realistically, U.S. should top the group.
I mean, if Turkey
realistically-
makes it, there's a good competition.
Yeah, this
Realistically, U.S. like as much as I hate fucking
But
talking
again,
about
like,
it, U.S. in this group should top
How
the
how
group.
is the US playing under?
Tuchel? I think it's
No,
Tuchel.
no,
it's
no,
Tuchel's
Tuchel.
England.
Tuchel's
England,
It's
sorry.
the who was the Tottenham manager?
Pochettino?
Pochettino, yeah.
but-
They're not playing good. That's
I
what
know,
I'm.
but Australia,
I'm getting
Par-
at.
Paraguay are not as strong. That's the
No,
problem.
but the thing is, Australia last time made it round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
It was, so you can't sleep them out. Paraguay as well. This is like
Australia is
this-
hardcore.
No,
like
I think this is a group of not necessarily
They
good
can
teams,
give a
but
good
they're
fight.
like you don't know how to necessarily predict this.
But I think with prior history, I think the U.S. tops the group.
I feel like this
I
is
don't-
one
I
of the
don't know.
very few competitive, like very
don't know.
competitive groups
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
in all the groups.
Personally, you guys can make your comments on them. I'm just gonna say, because again, like you said, you're saying they're very even. You're saying they're not competitive, which I can agree with. So honestly, I'm just gonna say U.S. tops the group. I'm not gonna comment on anything else. If Turkey makes it through,
Yeah.
could be controversial in terms of making first or second because they're always been that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have no other comments for that group. I'd rather move
I-
on to the next
I'm
group because
gonna-
that group's kind of boring.
I'm,
to
go-
me.
I'm gonna
Group D is
say
boring.
I'm gonna say this. If Turkey
Yeah.
makes it,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a competition for first and second, and I'm hoping Turkey to, or like I'm thinking Turkey to finish at least second
Okay.
in the group. So for now that we don't know who's gonna qualify, I'm gonna go US and Australia first and second.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know, but if Turkey does qualify, even have a crazy show, and have them top in the group, okay. USA second, and then that third and fourth is really like debatable for me, interchangeable. I might go Australia just because of the last World Cup, Paraguay fourth. But don't sleep on Paraguay, as I said before, because especially
they're a good squad.
with,
They're a good
especially
squad,
with
yeah.
Julio and Ciso as well. Great young talent, by the way. But yeah, move on to Group E. We have Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador.
Hot take.
It-
That's how the group's gonna look.
Oh no!
I feel like Germany and Ivory Coast.
Curacao
Actually, Ecuador is a really good
I know.
side as well.
didn't lose a game.
They didn't actually, but I
And they
feel
had
like
go look up right now on their thing. I'm gonna hold on.
But I feel like
Okay.
playing in the World Cup is like a whole different beast, and like especially with like playing with this group. Ivory Coast is a really good side.
Exactly. Ivory Coast and Ecuador is a group. So to me, this is one of the potential winners for the group of death. To be honest, because all of them are really good. Especially of course Germany. We expect them to top the group. I'll just say that now before I say maybe
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4. Ecuador, again, very strong side. Cote d'Ivoire, same thing, and then Curacao. We just heard about their.
They didn't lose. 7 wins, 3 draws. Like I said again, didn't lose. 20 goals for, 5 goals against.
Okay. Yeah.
Get it. It's World Cup. Anything can happen, and obviously it's a different beast. Especially like I'm not saying they're going in here and they're gonna start beating Germany 2-3 nothing.
I mean, hey,
I think
Have you seen Germany's record in the last few World Cups?
Anyways,
Germany.
anyways,
I'm not
That's-
saying it's gonna
I know what you're
happen. They
saying.
they have a really good squad, and I feel like
I get what you're saying.
your 90 million pick in Newcastle is playing really good for Germany as well.
oh man.
Love
So
Volta.
I'm definitely backing Germany to top
Yeah.
the group.
I
But
think
but you can't say that Germany is not gonna do like a one poo poo. At least one poo poo per World Cup.
Oh yeah, like,
Oh.
like one really bad game
But-
for them. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love Ivory Coast. Shout out to Drogba, what a
Yeah.
legend. Doumbia, Seydou Doumbia too.
Yeah.
What a fucking absolute legend. And Yaya Toure and Kolo Toure too as well. I think the group, the way that's set up is that's how it is. I'm sorry,
Nah.
Ecuador
Okay. This
is a phenomenal CONCACAF side. I don't think they.
But in the
I don't
World
think.
Cup
I don't think they
now.
do it.
Oh my
And Ivory
God.
Coast, unless they get hot off the start, I think it's Germany, Curaçao.
I
first and
think it's
second.
gonna be Germany and Ivory Coast. For me, it's Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador,
I
and
think
Curacao.
Curaçao is gonna steal a
This-
lot of hearts.
No man. Okay, this is what
I hope they do. I hope they
This
do.
is, okay, this is what I was thinking originally. I was thinking Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao, but yes. Oh my. Anyways, what I might do just to
After listening to the
just-
stats.
yes, yes. After listening, what I might do just so it's like a little different from yours, even though I slightly agree. I might go Germany, Ecuador, Cote
Does this
d'Ivoire, Curacao.
Does this have a mute button?
Like I've watched. I've
Turns
watched.
out he's muting that.
I
He's
watched
muting this
Curacao.
guy.
I'm not pressing anything.
watched-
It's just like
I've like I know. Shout out to Eloy Room,
batteries.
but I don't know, man. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Apologize in advance for doubting Curacao, but there's a reason why I have Ecuador so high up there, and I'll get to that later. But anyways, moving on to Group F, we have Netherlands, Japan, and then potentially Albania, Poland, Sweden, or Ukraine, and Tunisia.
Okay. I hope Sweden doesn't make it just for the fact of Isak.
I hope
Fuck you,
Poland
Isak,
makes
for
it
that.
just for the fact of Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
He's a shell of his former self, man.
Well,
I think Albania.
he's old now. He's like 35. Like, what do you
His last
expect?
World Cup, like you can't even.
He's still scoring like
Albania
hat
makes
tricks.
it personally
for Barcelona,
Albania
so,
is like
like-
that Morocco and like that Qatar. Like they have a side and they can ball.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know who will make it, but I hope Sweden makes it just because of their talent. But I know they've been
But I
playing
feel like
horribly, though.
No, I
I
don't want Isak at the World Cup. Fuck him.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a personal vendetta.
Big
the
bitch.
thing is, I'm gonna copy Carl from the last group. I feel like the group's gonna look like exactly the same
Okay,
how
now,
it is.
okay, yeah, now I could agree with that.
Netherlands, Japan, whoever qualifies, and Tunisia.
Yeah, now I could agree with
Realistically?
that. Yeah.
That's how it should look.
Yes, yeah, that's what I agree with
I
that
think
now.
I think that's
Yeah,
how it's
That's
gonna
how
look
it should
like.
look.
Yeah, I agree with that now.
But
I'm not gonna
But-
I'm not gonna be surprised, and I'm gonna be very happy because I love Japan. Japan tops the group. I'm gonna be on the top of the world. But at the same time, I feel like realistically, this is how it's gonna look
should.
like. It
It
will look
should.
like.
Yeah.
it should realistically be like that. But I'm gonna go with the controversial pick because I like causing disturbances and problems. Japan tops the group. Netherlands second. Whoever qualifies, I would say. Okay, if it's Ukraine, they go last, and Tunisia goes third. If Albania makes it, Albania goes third. Tunisia goes last. Poland and Sweden,
Third.
realistically, should go third if they make it, and Tunisia last. But again, that is what it is. But I think
I can agree with
personally think
that.
Japan tops the group. They balled. I watched a lot of their games. They absolutely look menacing.
Yeah,
like
I-
I think they took Blue Lock seriously.
They really
I'm not
took
even joking.
Blue Lock
like, not even
seriously,
just trying to be
and-
like anime related, but I'm telling you, they took that like the whole regimen and training system probably serious,
Yeah.
and they.
And that's the thing, like I
scary.
see like on Instagram, or like I see reels and stuff about like I follow lots of like Japanese club and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they really like focus on like all the fundamentals, and like they really like
know,
put
of
work
course,
behind it. So
uh,
and like it shows like last couple of World Cups how they're playing, especially against like big teams like Spain and Germany.
Yeah. Even
They're
when
crazy.
even when I heard the Matoma story, when he literally studied the art of dribbling, I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the coolest things in the world. And you see it when he plays for Brighton as well, and he's actually like really
Do you
excellent
know how
at
they do
dribbling.
their session? Have you seen Yamamoto in Dodgers?
Mm.
He literally
Oh,
sits down and writes everything
yeah,
down and
I know what you're
studies
talking
it
about.
before he
Oh,
goes to
okay.
the pitch. It's the same thing for like soccer too. Like every academy, you have to have like a study session,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go on the pitch. That's how they work.
Okay, that's really interesting. To be
Yeah,
fair.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Group F, it was nice and simple, other than Cal's controversy. But
No, it's
anyways,
not a controversial. Like
no, no,
I
no.
say the same thing. Like
No,
depending on how they
I'm saying,
play,
yeah,
because
no,
Netherlands, I feel
no,
like again, like I feel like groups are really divided equally this time.
yeah.
Like you can like, of course,
Oh,
like Germany's group, like you're gonna know, like Germany's gonna top the group. If they don't, they suck, but they should.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything could
Yeah,
happen
anything
in
could
a
happen,
World
but at
Cup
the
year,
same
but
time, like the groups
yeah,
are really well
no,
divided this
for
time, and I feel like Netherlands and Japan
no, and
almost equally matched,
for sure.
and like it should be like a really good combination for the first place.
No,
Yeah.
I'm no for sure. Anything can happen. I'm just saying Cal went contrary to what the unanimous
Yeah.
opinion has been. Which, to be honest, I'm not even I'm mad at the show. It was just some people may be surprised because I know
I'm
Netherlands
just
is
saying,
considered
like, I
top
get it.
six
They are, but they
nation.
also can fold too, just like
Yeah.
Germany has, just like any other
Yeah.
country has. Like
Yeah. It's-
they just fold under pressure sometimes.
Yeah, speaking of fold, Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Belgium. This is a message to Belgium. Direct message to you guys. Golden generation. What happened, guys? What happened? Genuinely. Question. We were supposed to have Lukaku destroying the world. KDB, which KDB still a class player. Eden Hazard, Real Madrid transfer didn't go too well, but what happened, guys? But anyways, what do we think for this group?
You know what happened? Defense is what happened. They don't have defenders, man.
Uh,
They don't have
yeah,
defenders.
It was just Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld for
That was like 10 years ago.
I know, that's what
When
I'm
they
saying.
were like a good pair for Tottenham.
I know, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then they
That
were
was
the only one with company playing for Belgium. And that's it. After
Yeah.
that, I haven't seen a good defender produced by Belgium.
Yeah, their last good run was what, 2018?
I get.
Probably 14.
Yeah.
Not
It
even
was like
18.
I said before, Group G looks like they should be set up the way that they should be.
Yeah.
First, second, and third.
Yeah,
and
I
fourth.
agree with- yeah, I agree with that.
What do you think
I
about
would
Iran
say-
and
I could
Egypt
say
in the same
Egypt-
group?
I could say Egypt could top the group over Belgium, but that would also then depend on Mo Salah and the rest of their players scoring and defending. But realistically, it should be Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand.
Yeah, I was right. See, I got good memory sometimes. Belgium finished third in 2018. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was their last
Yeah.
last good run.
Group
I'm
H.
in.
Oh,
I was just gonna do. I was gonna spice it up a little bit. Just I'm like the way the Belgium is playing again, like just like Italy and every other team we mentioned before. The way Belgium is playing, if they don't be careful,
yeah,
Iran is a really good side too.
I know.
yeah, but
I agree. I just don't. I don't think they got
I,
the juice.
I'm
I
just
don't think
saying
got the
they
juice
have to
this
be
year.
really, really
That's
careful.
what I'm saying. I
Egypt
don't
is
think they got the juice
definitely
this
the
year.
contender for first
And I
two.
like Iran too, but I don't
Yeah.
think they got the juice.
yeah, for sure.
So they're gonna have to be very
Yeah.
careful.
Anyways, as we were saying before, Group H, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Interesting group, to be honest. Spain, obviously top. I think we could all agree with that.
Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia,
That's,
Cape Verde.
yeah, that's your order. But to be honest, though, don't be surprised with Saudi Arabia. We saw they literally disrupted the World Cup winners of last time. So I would say
They won
definitely
2-1, and I watched that game. I will remember
yeah.
waking up at 5 a.m. to watch. I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be a great game for Messi." 2-1 loss. I was like,
So yeah, I
And
would,
then they haven't lost. They didn't lose the whole thing.
"Yeah, they
so-
didn't lose. They didn't
yeah, I
lose
would
the entire
say
tournament."
definitely don't sleep on Saudi Arabia. But I will agree with that order of Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cape Verde. Man, Uruguay. Sometimes it just pains me even seeing the name. To be honest, what happened to Canada, of course, and the Copa America against them? Oh my goodness, bro. I remember watching that game with the family. But yeah, Zen, what do you say? Do you
I think
agree?
I can agree with that, and like that's a pretty easy group to decide, and we could probably move on to Group I. Like I agree with like Spain, Uruguay, Saudi, and
Cape
Cabo
Verde.
Verde.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to Cape Verde
absolutely.
for making it though.
Yeah, shout
Uh,
out to
uh,
them for making it for sure.
Yeah.
Like
No,
yeah, some of the
they're a
teams like
great side,
Curacao,
but I
like
just
awesome, like Cape Verde, they played really good to make it.
they
Yeah.
could do this. Like I said, I believe, like I said in Group E, I think with the way that Curaçao played and how well they played and their goal differential and their run, that they could upset. Same thing with Cape Verde. Cape Verde could do the same thing, but it also could be the same thing for them and Curaçao. They could just come into this tournament and they could just get absolutely obliterated. But
Yeah,
you never know. It's the World
Yeah.
Cup. Things happen. Controversies, big upsets. You never know. Cape Verde could, I'm not going to say they're going to top the group, but you never know. Like some stupidness in this world, the world shifts, energy
Yeah.
shifts.
And
these
we've
teams
seen it. Like we've
that's
seen
what I'm
it
saying.
happen.
Like,
we've
Like
seen
random
it's
stuff
We've
happen.
seen upsets.
it's not
we've
that
s-
it's not
we've s-
possible
yeah,
at
we've
all.
seen
Like
upsets before, but the
Okay.
reason why I'm rushing is because this group might be the most exciting group because we have France.
This is the group of death.
Senegal.
this is definitely.
We have potentially hold on, it's
Bolivia,
either Bolivia,
Iraq, or Suriname.
and then we have Norway. A lot of people, this is being framed as Haaland versus Mbappe. I'm not even mad at it because that's pretty sick to be honest, especially considering Norway hasn't. I think you're telling me that hasn't made it to what 1984
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that. But this group is going to be exciting.
This is my group of death. No matter okay, I think Iraq will make it through because Iraq is again like what we were talking about with Iran. They're a very good side.
Yeah.
France, you got Mbappe, you got a fucking phenomenal side with Deschamps over there.
Yeah,
Senegal, you got Sadio Mane and a bunch of the other guys that are just there. They're phenomenal
Yeah.
as well. They've always been a
Koulibaly,
good
Edouard
side.
Mendy.
Yeah, they have
Always
Pep-
been a good
like,
side.
they
Norway,
have Sarr and everyone
Holland,
too.
the other guys too. They've been a good side.
Yeah,
And
shout
then
out to Odegaard.
I'm gonna say Iraq. I'm gonna go with the fact that this is the group of death.
Okay,
This is a tough group. This is gonna be a battle between all teams.
Yeah.
Realistically, again, France should top the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Norway second, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Norway second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the same thing,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna give
The
my
reason I'm
to
saying
it.
Norway second is just if it all depends on Holland. It depends on the service. It depends on if he scores. Depends on the defense. But Senegal is a good side too. Senegal is they're a bunch of workhorses. So for
for
them, it's
sure.
like
And the other thing I would say for Norway, they're gonna be depending on is like availability of
Odegaard.
Odegaard.
Yep.
That's
That's what I
it.
If
said.
if he can play those minutes,
Because
if
that's-
he can give them
Oh my
like
God, another Arsenal
longer
player.
minutes, then
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah,
another
that's-
No,
Arsenal
because in their midfield, I forgot who the other midfielder is. So apologies for getting right now. But you have Odegaard, and then you have Sander Berge at that base of that midfield as well. That's a pretty good mix, I would say, because obviously Martin Odegaard's slightly more attacking. But yeah, I agree there. France first, Norway second, Senegal third, and whoever wins in that playoff, they're just gonna get destroyed. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say I'm gonna say like it looks like a really good group and it should be like a really good competition. But I'm gonna say this that and Norway is playing really good. I'm gonna say France and Norway definitely going through that group.
Yeah,
For
and then
sure.
Senegal, I think, would be one of the stronger third place teams for sure. But, yeah, and now we're moving on to Group J, which Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. I was talking to one of my buddies, literally like last night about
the way the group's set up.
about this group. You were saying, look at Argentina, man. They got blessed with such an easy group, and looking at it, and
It's not gonna be an easy
I
group, but
can't-
it's
I can't. If
it's
you
set
look,
up properly.
if you look in
They
comparison
might
to
lose
the
the first
other,
match, but they
No,
should
if you-
comfortably
no, if you look
win the group.
No, if you look in comparison to the other big sides, then you can't really argue with it. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
If you compare it to some of the other teams got blessed, like look at France. You said the group as death. Germany, that's no easy feat. Spain, well, their only competition is probably
Algeria is a very
Uruguay.
good side.
And
Austria is a
then-
very good side. I don't know really how well Jordan is. Personally, I haven't seen, like, I haven't watched or looked at anything. I
have
think the
no-
group, the way that it's set up, is correct. I think Argentina tops the group, even if they lose a match. Algeria will top second. Austria third. Jordan fourth.
I only have one slight change. I think Austria will be second. That's my only change, and then Algeria.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I know Algeria. I know those sides are
Algeria,
crazy. So
Algeria is really good.
Algeria is very
I'm
good.
gonna have to go with Algeria finishing second because they're a really good team.
Yeah.
Australia is a good
Just-
side. Oh,
uh, uh,
Australia, no,
Austria.
not Australia. Austria is a good side. I think I said it right. Austria is a good side,
Yeah.
but I don't see them finishing
No,
second in the group.
no,
I
'cause-
think Algeria will do it.
No, I think Austria is second just because they have a decent amount of talent all across the pitch, everywhere from like Alaba to Bitzer, like all that, man. But yeah, it's really one of those that go either way. Now, Group K,
Okay.
Portugal. We also have
Group K for Kyle and with my home country in it.
We also
Yeah.
have winner of playoff one, which would either be DR Congo, I believe it is Jamaica or New Caledonia, and then Uzbekistan and Colombia.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
say this like Portugal and Colombia,
Yeah, for sure. Portugal, Colombia,
Uzbekistan,
and-
and whoever makes it to the playoff.
yeah,
I'm putting them fourth.
Yeah, Uzbekistan is a good side as well. Definitely
Yeah.
underrated, but low key, just because I have to show my Caribbean support. Hopefully, Jamaica qualifies and they become third, and Uzbekistan fourth. Again, that's bias kicking in, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think Portugal tops it, Colombia second,
Yeah.
Jamaica third, and Uzbekistan fourth.
There is no stopping Portugal in that group for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. Now, Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. I think this is the other contender for the group of death, to be honest, because because you see, this is the exact reaction is what this is what happens between every World Cup. We always underrate Croatia, and then we're surprised like,
No,
oh,
I'm
they
I'm
do
not
well.
saying Croatia.
And then
I'm
England,
definitely
strong
putting them.
side,
I
and
feel like
then
it's against the same thing. I feel like it's really well placed right now. England finishing first, Croatia second, Ghana and Panama. I think
Yeah.
that's how it's gonna stay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm judging by initial reaction. It was like, but trust me, this is a strong group. Don't sleep. Croatia especially, and then Ghana. They have a strong side as well. Hopefully, reach back to form because ever since I believe his back injury, he hasn't been the same. But shout out to Antoine Semenyo as well, for a fellow Ghanaian brother. I'm not Ghanaian, by the way. Don't know I said that, but shout out to my African people for sure. And then Panama last. Exactly like you said, I think the group is exactly how it will finish. England first,
I think
Croatian
realistically,
second,
I think
Ghana third,
that's the
and
group.
Panama fourth. But again,
To
I think
finish.
Ghana will be one of the stronger third place sides.
Yeah.
I know he's ready to speak. What do you got to say?
I know, no,
Oh.
I agree with you. No, I'm here. I'm existing.
Yeah, I think
but-
that's what's
okay.
gonna be.
Who do you think wins? I'm biased. I'm thinking this is Portugal's year. Portugal has a phenomenal
See,
side.
I
We
don't
have
want to
an
do it. I'm gonna do
absolute
top two. I don't want to do
phenomenal
who wins. Like I'm gonna do top two.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
going
gonna
Portugal
I'm gonna
wins.
do final.
See-
I think final's gonna be Spain and Portugal, as I said in our first ever episode of Ball Over the Top, and I'm gonna stick with my choices. I think final's gonna be Portugal and Spain.
Okay.
It's not the Argentina. I was actually it's funny. I was watching there was a post about Messi's celebration against Netherlands in the last World Cup. And then I was watching like few videos and stuff, and like the way Argentina looked, and like I get it. Lots of people I talked to like during the career fair and everything, because I was running the FIFA booth, and lots of people wanted Argentina to win, but it's not their year.
No.
The Argentina, the way they looked, the passion in their eyes, that year was for Argentina. Like like no matter what happened, Argentina would have won that
Yeah.
World Cup. But they don't look the same side
No.
at all.
No, definitely
Not at all.
Definitely not.
But you know who does? Spain and Portugal.
Okay.
They have that. They in their like you can see it in their eyes. Like they
Speaking of
love that.
Argentina and Portugal, you know they play each other in their route to the finals. So we're gonna have
Messi versus yeah.
Okay, what?
we're gonna have the battle of the goats. That's gonna be the
Who's
most.
gonna
I
think win in
promise you.
that one?
I promise you now that'll probably be the most televised game. It's gonna be more televised. That game's gonna be more
watched.
more fans, more
Yeah.
watched than the actual finals
Yeah,
itself.
Probably.
Potentially.
No, I
Probably.
mean, yeah, probably.
Potentially.
No. I see. I was good. viewers, I was gonna move on to a next point. It probably will be, or almost like 99.9% will be. Okay, let me correct myself before I get stabbed. All right, what I was gonna say was.
Do you think I'm that violent?
What I was gonna ask you was. You said Portugal, and who do you think you guys are going to be playing in the final, or that just?
If we go based off of what The Simpsons said, we play Mexico.
Now we're getting TV show references.
They predicted, actually, technically speaking, they predicted that Mexico played Portugal in the finals of this year, but they lost to Mexico.
If
3-0.
that happens, my manager right now at work would retire and just do something crazy.
Honestly, Portugal. I like the Portugal-Spain show. That would be a very good game. But I think I'm not gonna sit here and be like Portugal is the ultimate team and they're gonna beat every single team that they go up against because it's gonna be an easy game because it won't be.
It definitely looks like their year.
But that's what I'm saying. I think personally, this is our window. Even if when Ronaldo retires, I still think that at this point in time, this is our window because then after that, we're gonna have to find that kind of replacement for a striker for Ronaldo, in terms of developing that it factor. Because yes, we have Rafael Leao, Fernandes, Neves, Vitinha, and all the other guys. Everyone's
Who's
phenomenal.
that guy who plays in Atletico?
Joao Felix?
Felix, yeah.
He's not a replacement. He was supposed
No,
to.
I'm just saying,
He was
he's available for the.
He was supposed to be the replacement, but he didn't live up to it.
Nasser, no.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about the replacement. I thought you were just mentioning the
But you know what I'm
strikers you
saying?
have
Though,
right
he's
now.
not. We haven't found that.
I think that's
Ronaldo
the
replacement.
I think that's the only place you guys really need to focus on in next coming years. The striker position.
it.
You have really good defense. You have really good goalkeeper. You have really good midfield. I think your midfield is the best midfield right now.
Truthfully, on paper,
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
On pitch
I don't
too.
know who we play.
On pitch too.
Yeah.
I don't know who we play, but I think that whoever we play in the finals, it will be a hard fought game. But I think we prosper.
Yeah. Okay. What I want, Canada winning, of course. But I know how.
Can we just get our first win? Can we get our first win first?
Listen,
it's a little too.
Listen, hold on, hear me out. I know it's
I think we're gonna break it
unrealistic I know it's unrealistic for it to happen, but in a fantasy world, it's Canada, France in the final. Canada win 2-1, but again, unrealistic. What I think
Canada,
is
France in the final. Canada 2-1
Exactly. What I think.
I
I said in a dream world.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, come down to the earth and talk.
Here's for my actual prediction. I don't know if the pathways will actually cross, but France versus Spain, 2-1, and France winning. Look, France, even before they went on that run in 2018, before they went to the final in 2018, they've always been my team, so it doesn't make sense to back out now for them being my team. I think we're so immensely talented across the pitch, it's hard to doubt us and say this isn't a realistic
you could never
possibility
count France out for sure.
We have everything across the board. We're hearing all the strong teams. They have a very weak spot. Portugal, their striker. You know what other teams you meant? Argentina, which we're saying is in their year again. But France, all across the pitch, we have some of the best players in the world, like Saliba, for example. On his day, probably top 5 center back in the world. We go to the midfield. I feel like that's really balance.
Are you
top
Delulu?
10? Okay, top 10 center back on his day.
Are you Delulu?
Top 10 center back on his day. Okay, is top 10 wrong? Top 10 center back on his day.
Saliba, I think I
Arsenal
agree.
fans are
I can
also
agree top
Delulu.
10
Okay,
for
top
sure.
10. Okay, I'll go
Arsenal
to
fans
top
are
10.
so
I agree
Okay.
with top 10.
Okay,
It's
top-
only because I've been seeing on my algorithm this
Okay,
guy
anyways.
who's been watching videos
Anyways,
of Arsenal
move on.
fans who've been talking or doing interviews.
Okay, top 10. I'll go to top 10. Maybe top 5.
Okay,
Sorry,
finish
for
your
the-
thing.
And then going into midfield, we have Camavinga, Chouameni, all them. And then up front,
Oh, yeah.
we have Mbappe. And World Cup Mbappe is a different specimen. Imagine this guy goes to a final and he scores 4 goals and still ends up losing.
And I mean, he's been really good
and
form in this season
imagine,
as well.
See, he's doing so well on club level, which is his club level doesn't always match in his World Cup performance. As a matter of fact, every single time his World Cup performance goes above his club level performance. So yeah, France versus Spain 2-1. France is the winner, and just so we do it, the transitions much more easy, I should say. I'm gonna say my dark horse one time, which I think is Ecuador. To be honest, that's why I was backing them so much earlier because they have a strong defense, as I was saying, including Incapié, Pacho, and Estupinian. And Pacho again. I know it sounds like I'm throwing top 10 center back in the world shouts, but I think Pacho's up there, the top 10, top 15. You want to put him in that range wherever you want to put them. They have a star player as well, Caicedo in the midfield, veteran leadership with Ener Valencia, and they have an exciting young talent in Kedri Paez. So look out for him as well. And then the last thing I'm going to do is my flop of the tournament. I'm going to say Belgium, which, yeah.
Yeah, we already said
yeah.
that. So. Yeah, I think
Okay.
my dark horse is going to be, and this is going to sound really weird, but I think Australia has a really good chance to make it top 16.
No, they qualified for it last time, so
Yeah.
It may not matter. Who's your dark horse, Kyle? And what, did you pull up like all the center backs in the world? Is that the list?
I pulled up Sports Illustrated. They have Gabriel and fucking Saliba as second and fourth top center backs in the world. Delulu as
I mean,
fuck.
currently as a pair, I'm saying as a pair, okay? As a pair, center back pair, I think they're in top 5 right now in the world. Right now, currently.
I'm done.
Currently.
I'm so done.
Who's your-
I'm not saying
Okay.
like throughout the history of sport, but
It's not even just the hate for Arsenal. It's just
Currently-
I don't see the hype.
currently William Saliba pair, as a pair of center back, they're
Fine,
definitely
sure,
top 5.
Sure, today's backwards
Okay.
day. We're
No,
gonna act
bro.
like it.
Okay.
My dark horse
Oh, yes.
for the World Cup, I'm going Japan.
Okay.
I'm going
But
Japan.
but it's not really a dark horse. Japan is already like
I-
making it to like I'm putting Japan to like if I'm
It's-
putting Japan to dark horse, I'm
just-
putting them to make it to at least top 8.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but like they're not a dark horse.
Yeah,
like,
but you gotta understand.
dark
that
horse
Japan,
would be-
but you gotta understand. Japan have to go through Spain, potentially like any one of these groups. Like they could face any one of the top 10 countries in
yeah,
the world.
but they already beaten all this. Like they've beaten Germany before.
Okay,
They've
fine, I'll
beaten
change my
Spain
thing.
before.
I'll
They've beaten
change-
good teams before, so we
I
already
will
know
change
they're a good
my
team.
dark horse.
Sorry, they're too good to be a dark horse now. Sorry.
Change
Yeah.
my dark horse.
Sorry, we put him on the spot. He doesn't know anymore. Yeah, his dark horse is Canada. Woo!
Yeah, I don't know who this guy
I don't
is.
know
but
who
yeah,
this guy is
I don't
today.
know who this guy is today.
We don't have Jaden
My
today.
Okay, listen, I'm okay. I'm gonna be realistic. We're searching for our first win in Canada's searching for the first win. We got our first goal last World Cup.
So they're your dark
Good.
horse.
No, absolutely not. We're not there yet. Good for. I hope we can get our first win. I'm hoping we can get 2 wins in the group. Like again, I hope we can top the group so we can get as many wins as possible.
Yeah.
But we'll go with that. I think my dark horse.
We definitely put him on spot.
Yeah. Well, let me just remind you of what the groups are.
I have it in front of me. Thanks, Tips. Honestly, I can see Norway.
Okay, there we go.
If Holland,
There we go.
If Holland,
There we go.
if shut up. If Holland goes on a run and he's like a goal machine, and like Norway can back him up in terms of playing defense and keep like
Support
doing
him,
it, supporting him,
Yeah.
I think I can see Norway going far.
That's fair. Now I'm gonna say they can't be a dark horse because I'm just joking. But yeah.
I think we
anything
should
else?
finish that episode right now before this
alright.
exaggerates
All right.
to something more.
Okay.
Violent side?
I guess it's the end. All right, viewers. It's been your Ball Over the Top podcast episode. It's been your boy Blue Jay, also Kyle over there, and Zen. See you guys next time.
At least it's not JB.
Yeah, I know.
At least
I don't
it's
like
not
JB.
JB.